Hey guys, today we're working on lower body mobility. It's gonna be 20 minutes. We've got no repeats, no equipment, just some space. We're starting with hip openers, so let's have a seat on the bum with our hips open to 90, knees bent to 90. Let's use the hands behind to prop yourself nice and high. We're gonna swivel the hips side to side. Try to keep your chest and hips squared forward and rotate from the hip joint. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's take both legs out to the left-hand side to form a nice 90-90 position. So you want both knees open to 90 and the hips open to 90. Turn your chest to face over top of your left-hand side thigh. Keep your spine nice and straight, reach your chest forward and long, and we're gonna stretch the left side glute. Here we go. Okay, let's have a seat nice and tall. Keep your legs where they are. We're gonna focus on this back leg. So turn your chest to face over top of your left. Use your hands to prop yourself perfectly upright. We're just gonna be lifting this back leg straight up and down off of the floor without letting your torso tip side to side. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna sit up nice and upright and crisscross the arms. We're just gonna be rotating side to side, working on some spine flexibility. Keep the knees and everything open, nice and wide. If you need to close your knees because you can't sit upright, that's totally fine as well. But twist as far as you can in each direction. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to the other side. So let's form the 90-90 on the other direction. So knees both open at 90 degrees, hips at 90 degrees. Turn your chest over top of your right thigh, and we're gonna reach long and forward. Try to keep your back as straight as you can to stretch our right side glute. Let's go ahead. Okay, we're gonna work on this back leg, the left leg hip internal rotation. So sit nice and tall, face towards your right thigh. Use your hands to prop your chest nice and upright. Lean as little as you can with your torso, and we're gonna lift the left leg straight up and down off the ground. Once you lean, stay that leaned and don't lean anymore. Let's go. So let's sit up nice and tall. We're gonna keep our legs in this 90-90 position, crisscross the arms at the chest. We're gonna do the spine rotations. So sit as tall as you can. We're gonna rotate as far as you can to one side, and then as far as you can to the other, staying nice and upright. And let's begin. Okay, we're gonna quickly transition to a sprinter stretch. So let's come on to push-up position. We'll bring the left foot forward beside your left hand, and then keep your hands on the floor. Try to keep your back leg completely straight the whole time. We're gonna shift forward and look up to stretch the back hip flexor, and then lift the bum and stretch the front hamstring back and forth. Okay, we'll keep our feet in this position. Let's bring the back knee down to the floor. We're gonna move into a lizard stretch. So from this exact position, bring your elbows down to the floor. If you can, keep your foot flat, but it's okay if you roll to the outside of the foot and feel the groin stretch here. If you have troubles reaching the elbows to the floor, just go from your hands. Okay, let's bring ourselves up. So stay in the same position with the legs and bring yourself up to your hands. We'll keep the right hand on the floor, turn the left arm back towards your left, and grab your right foot, ideally the outside of the foot if you can. And from here, we're gonna drop the hip down, bring the chest high, and bring your heel to your bum to stretch your quad. So we're gonna bring the back foot down to the floor for a low lunge position, and keep your foot so the top of the foot is on the floor and you're not tucking your toes. And from here, we're gonna try to lift the back knee off the floor and stretch this hip flexor up and down for reps. Try to stay nice and upright and sink your hips when you lift.
I said let go. I said let go.
All right, we're gonna switch sides. So let's come to our push-up position, bring the right leg forward. And from here, we're gonna keep the back leg completely straight. We're gonna drop the hips, bring the chest up, stretch the back leg hip, and then straighten the front leg for a hamstring stretch. And we're just gonna go back and forth at your pace. Here we go.
I said let go. I said let go.
Okay, so let's keep the feet where you are, drop your back knee to the floor, and then from here, we're gonna bring the elbows to the floor to stretch the right side groin with what's called a lizard stretch. Keep your foot flat if you can, but it's okay if you roll to the edge of the foot if you need. So let's go ahead. Let's go. Okay, stay in the same position. Let's bring the hands, bring our body weight up onto our hands. So we're gonna keep the left hand down on the floor, turn the body to the right, and take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. And we're gonna twist back, drop your hip down, and try to pull your heel towards your bum to stretch the left side quad. And we're gonna come to a low lunge position. So drop your back foot and keep the weight on the top of the foot so you're not tucking your toes. We're gonna come into a low lunge position, keep your hips down low, chest nice and high, and we're gonna try to straighten this back leg and lift the knee off the floor without lifting your hips. Here we go, stretching the back leg hip flexor. get working on the adductors. So let's have a seat on the bum for a butterfly stretch. So bring the bottoms of your feet together and try to pull your heels as close to your body as you can. And sit nice and upright. Hold the feet, and we're gonna pull the knees out and down toward the floor. And if you need more of a stretch, you can lean forward to stretch the groin. Get our feet out into a pancake. We're gonna be in this pancake position for a little while, so get comfy. So legs nice and wide so you're feeling a stretch, and work on keeping your spine as straight as you can. So think about sticking out your bum. We're gonna shift forward, lean as far forward as you can, but keep your hands higher than your shoulders so your back remains straight, and keep pulling. Here we go. Okay, shake that out for a second. We're gonna do some sweeps. So let's take the left arm to the outside of the right leg. Then we're gonna sweep through the center, stay low and across, and then bring the right side to the outside of the left leg. And we're just gonna go back and forth, try to make this sweep as large as you can to stretch your inner thighs. Here we go. And our last pancake stretch, let's just keep the legs wide, sit nice and tall, and then let your body fall forward with gravity for a nice passive pancake stretch. Let's keep the intensity low, still stretching, but not so intense that you have to hold your breath or anything like that. It should be relatively low intensity, and let's hold it. And we're gonna finish off with a hero pose. So let's have a seat on your knees. Drop your bum down between your feet. Try to have your shins straight with your foot. And then from here, we're gonna lean back as far as you can. In a perfect world, bringing the shoulders on the floor, and we'll hold. And there we have it, 20 minutes, quick, no repeat, lower body mobility and flexibility. Thanks so much for joining me. See you guys in the next one.